There are mornings when you haven't even had time to say, "Good morning" to God, and the day has already swallowed you whole. Your phone vibrates, notifications pop up, and your mind races with lists, emails, bills, messages, pending problems, people waiting for a response. Without realizing it, your heart enters survival mode. I need to rush, I need to fix this, I need to cope. The clock has barely moved, and you already feel you've lost control. It's not you living the day. It is the day owning you, setting the pace, the mood, the very rhythm of your breath. Deep down, there is a weariness that is not just physical. You long for a calmness you can barely remember. You think, I wish I could start the day in peace, but I can't. There always seems to be no time for God, but there is time to worry, to scroll through feeds, to answer the whole world. And when you realize it, you're already in the middle of the morning, irritated, distracted, carrying guilt and pressures that were never meant for your shoulders alone. Your heart knows it needs something different, but the routine constantly pulls you by the arm. The Word shows another way. In Matthew 6 verse 33, Jesus calls you to seek the kingdom first, not as a burden, but as an alignment. But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. In Psalm 5 verse 3, David prays, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly." Mark 1 verse 35 shows Jesus rising while it was still dark to be alone with the Father. It is not cold religiosity. It is protection for the soul. Before the day can own you, you are invited to put Jesus first, even if only for a few honest, fragile, but real minutes. This morning prayer is born from that place. Jesus, before the day owns me, I want to put you first. It is not for those who have a perfect life. It is for those who wake up at their limit, but decide to set aside this small piece of time as a surrender. If you are watching on TV, there is a small QR code in the corner of the screen. When this prayer ends and you have a quiet moment, you can point your phone at it and find other prayers to start the day with an aligned heart. And if you know you need this pause with Jesus day after day, you can subscribe and walk with us in prayer, morning after morning. For now, stay here. Take a deep breath. Don't rush into your routine yet. In the next step, we will talk about what happens to your heart when the day takes the throne that was never its own, and how Jesus can reclaim that place, not with guilt, but with grace and invitation. When the day ascends to the throne of your heart, everything inside becomes misaligned. Your mind starts revolving around deadlines, fears, demands, and the expectations of others. You begin to measure your worth by productivity. Was I good today? Turns into, was I productive today? If you were productive, you feel a little more acceptable. If you failed, guilt lies down with you at night. Gradually, it's not just your schedule that commands you. It is performance that defines your mood, your prayer, and even how you think God sees you. In this automatic mode, Jesus' presence becomes background noise. He is there, but you live as if you were alone, carrying everything. Prayers become too quick, almost excuses. Lord, I didn't have time today. Your heart enters a logic of debt, thinking it needs to compensate later, as if God were holding a stopwatch, counting how many minutes you spent with Him. You fail to realize that the greatest damage was not too little devotional time. It was starting the day with another master in command, the weight of circumstances. The Bible speaks of a divided heart. In James 1 verse 8, we read about the double-minded person, unstable in all their ways. This is not someone who doesn't love God. It is someone who tries to serve two centers of gravity at the same time. They want to please God, but they also want to control everything. They want to trust, but they live as if everything depended only on them. In this tension, the soul becomes weary. Jesus, in Matthew 11 verse 28, does not call the perfect, He calls the weary and burdened. And many are exactly like this, not because of the work itself, but because the work has become their master. Putting Jesus first does not mean ignoring responsibilities, abandoning tasks, or living in an inner monastery. It means putting things back in the right place. The day is a mission, Jesus is Lord. The schedule is a tool, Jesus is the source. The demands are real, but they are not your owner. This inversion changes the way you step into the same old day. In the next segment, we will talk very practically about what it means, in the real morning, to say, Jesus, before this day owns me, I want to put you first. and how this can be lived out even with little time, high demands, and a tired heart. Putting Jesus first is not about constructing a perfect morning from a Christian movie. It is about making a simple and profound choice. Before surrendering your heart to the day, surrender your heart to Him. Sometimes it will be 30 minutes, sometimes it will be 5. On some days you will be able to open the Bible calmly, on others, you might only be able to whisper a prayer in the dark, sitting on the edge of the bed. The point is not the devotional production, it is the direction of your first gaze. Instead of waking up rushing to the world, wake up running to the Lord. A small gesture changes a lot. When picking up your phone, you can decide that the first notification you want to see is the voice of God, not the app. You can open a saved verse, a worship playlist, or a guided prayer. You can say, Jesus, I am here, a little tired, a little confused, but I put you first within what I have today. This takes the day off the throne. The demands continue, but now they are presented to Him, and not automatically carried by you. In Matthew 6 verse 33, Jesus does not promise a struggle-free life. He promises that if we seek the kingdom first, all other things will fall into place. First does not mean only, it means central. You will still work, study, care for the house, solve problems, but all of this ceases to be the center of your worth. The morning starts by reminding you, I am not defined by how much I do, but by who sustains me. This reminder, made sincerely, is like aligning the axis of your heart before the day begins to spin. Practical ways to live this out change from person to person, but some are very simple. Setting aside a few minutes to give thanks before asking, speaking the name of Jesus aloud immediately upon waking, presenting the day's schedule before God and saying, here is what I know and what I don't know. Go before me in every part. In the next step, this idea will become guided prayer. You will be invited to literally place the day into Jesus' hands, the schedule, the meetings, the fears, the expectations, and say with your whole heart, before this day owns me, Jesus, I choose to put you first. Now is the time to turn all of this into a real conversation with Jesus. Instead of just thinking, I should put Him first, you can do it here now with simple words. Imagine that your room is a little quieter and that, for a few moments, everything that demands your attention is outside the door. You can close your eyes, breathe deeply, and say, Jesus, before the day owns me, I put you first. It doesn't need to be loud or beautiful. It needs to be true. A good way to start is by presenting the morning as it is. Something like, Lord, you know what awaits me today. This work, this difficult conversation, these bills, this worry that I already woke up feeling. Instead of trying to pretend there is no weight, you put the weight on the table before Him. Then you can declare, I don't want to enter this day alone. Go before me in every part. Guide my steps, my words, my reactions. Just this phrase reestablishes who is in charge. It is also worth taking your schedule, mentally or actually, and consecrating it part by part. Jesus, I surrender this meeting, this decision, this commute, this encounter with this person. If something is not your will, close it. If something is your will, prepare it. Then you can pray for your inner self. Adjust my heart so that I don't treat anyone out of my weariness, but out of your grace. Don't let the day steal the place that is yours in me. Here, the focus is not on everything being perfect, but on the center being the right person. If you feel the freedom, you can include a simple gesture. Place your hand over your chest and say, Jesus, occupy the throne of my heart today. Neither the clock, nor the demands, nor fear will be my masters. I choose you. Then, bring your hand to your head and pray, align my thoughts with yours. May the first voice I hear inside today be yours, not that of anxiety, not that of guilt. These small actions help the body remember what the soul is saying. In the next segment, this prayer will become a seal over the entire day. You will be invited to, in a firmer yet tender way, declare, Jesus, before the day owns me, I put you first, and to conclude this morning by consecrating not only your tasks, but your entire being, mind, heart, schedule, and future, to the one who knows exactly how to lead you through the hours ahead. Before getting out of bed, this is the moment to seal what you have just prayed. Instead of jumping straight to messages, you can remain in silence for a few seconds and say, Jesus, before the day owns me, I put you first. Repeat it slowly, letting that phrase descend from your mouth to your heart. It is not a spiritual slogan, it is a decision. The center of your day will not be pressure, it will be presence. What comes next, comes next. Right now, the first place belongs to Him. It is worth delivering very clearly who is in charge of you today. You can pray, Lord, I do not want to be governed by rush, fear, demands, or the expectations of others. I want to be guided by your voice. If something pulls me away from you, pull me back. If the day tries to swallow me, remind me that I have already surrendered this place to you. This prayer does not promise a perfect day. It promises an aligned heart, even on imperfect days. And that changes everything. If you are watching this prayer on TV, notice the small QR code in the corner of the screen. As soon as you finish here and have a quiet moment, you can point your phone at it. There you will find other prayers and devotionals to help you start future mornings with Jesus at the center, and not chaos in command. It's not about watching one more video. It's about having a meeting point with God when everything around tries to take control again. If you know you need this frequently, you can also subscribe and walk with us in prayer, morning after morning. To conclude this time, a simple prayer can be, Jesus, I consecrate this day to you. Take my hours, my conversations, my paths, my mind, and my heart. May everything I do today be born from this place. You first, the rest follows. Throughout the day, when you feel the pace has accelerated too much, you can whisper as a reminder, before my day owns me, Jesus, I put you first. It is the heart returning, again and again, to the right place. At the end of the video, the invitation will be direct and sweet. If this prayer spoke to you, write in the comments, Jesus, I put you first today, as an act of faith. If you want intercession, leave a word like mind, family, work, or health, and we will present you in prayer. And if this time built you up, like the video, subscribe to the Still Grace Prayers channel, and when the final screen appears, choose the next prayer to continue training your heart to live every day like this. Not owned by the weight of routine, but guided by the Lord who occupies the first place.